We're shedding our masks and breaking down walls. Hell, we may even drop our drawers. That's right. We're going commando with Angela and Dana. Hi, my name is Dana Sardano, and this is Angela DeMarco, and we are going commando. Going Commando is a little show that we put together. We're both very, very excited. This is season 7, by the way. I'm going to do my spiel, just hold tight. But we're at the beginning of season 7. We took hiatus. We went on hiatus, and now we're here. We're very excited. So Going Commando is a little show that we put together because we understand the importance of authenticity. We understand the importance of being who you are, embracing that, and bringing it to the world. And we do that. And we hope by doing so, we give you permission to do the same. We're going. Angela, good morning. Oh my God, it's been weeks. It's been a couple weeks.
It's been a couple weeks. And it's so funny because I know other podcast shows will go off for the summer. They'll take a few months or whatever. We took 2 weeks off and we were like, I need to get back to it. and just so y'all know, in these past 2 weeks, I've moved. I've got divorced. I'm settled in. My kids are back at school. I've got one in college, one in first grade. Everybody's done. Well, a lot of shit's happened. And
lots happened. And I have to say to any of the newcomers, I'm going to try to get English into my mouth. To all the newcomers, in case you are new to us, please go back and start at somewhere around episode 47-ish, just to get a sense of the major, major transformation that Angela has made in the last year. And then, season 6 is a really good tell. That starts at about episode 64. Oh my God, I am Rain Man.
I know, you really are Rain Man.
I know. But episodes 47 through 51, 47, 48, 49, 50, those, Angela, she figured out that this was happening, that she was getting divorced. And then all of a sudden this whole can of worms open. Where am I going to live? And how am I going to do this? And how am I going to make sure the children are okay? And what am I going to do financially? And all of these things. And so that was really probably the darkest point. You could even go back even further and watch the buildup. We can see where it was going. Hindsight 2020. But those few episodes, and then if you start at episode 64, which is season 6, where we talk about the chakras and we go through each one and the practicality and the alignment and all of that, you could watch her growth. And somewhere around episode 71 to be exact. Seriously, I have a problem that I remember these things. But episode 7 to be exact, it was the first episode of the 2-parter of the heart chakra.
Yeah.
You could see, and this all ties into what we're going to talk about today, but you could see where Angela has taken all the work that she's done to reconstruct her foundation, to realign her belief system, to understand her worthiness, to take the appropriate and necessary action to align with this new way that she sees herself and eliminate the things in her life that no longer serve her. And when she created that space for herself, episode 71 shows you what steps, I'm all chills, shows you what steps in and what happens. And then from 71 on, I have watched her glow get brighter and brighter and brighter. So that led to season 6.5, where we met with our peeps, which was a blast. Watch those 2. Watch them all. If you're new, watch them all. But with our peeps. And then we took the break so the dust could settle and she could realign everything that she had done. Oh my God, what she has accomplished in this past year is beyond comprehension. And now that's why I could barely contain my excitement, because while Angela was doing this, we weren't talking that much, and we're used to sniffing each other's farts from 1,200 miles away.
Yes.
So now we're here, and Angela's coming this new, improved, and I'm saying all these things because I know that you likely won't say it yourself, but this new, improved, empowered, strong, amazing version of herself. And we're going into a new season of, no, I'll let you tell the rest, because this is you're talking about the book in season 7. Oh my God. I'd be 30 minutes later, you're like, all right, Dana, we're going to do this. So I'm just going to yank my gong. All right.
So I'm the she's talking about. Hi, everybody. It's cool though, because I like hearing you talk about me. So it's
yeah.
But you're right. I won't truly talk about that stuff about myself. It's hard to acknowledge, you know what I mean? Just the magnitude. But when I hear you tell it, I'm looking, I'm like, wow, holy shit, look what I accomplished. It's crazy. It's crazy. And you are fucking Rain Man. So it's hilarious.
It's bizarre, right?
It is bizarre.
I just want to add one more piece to what you've accomplished and what you've done. And I was just talking about this with our girl Wendy the other day about what I just started doing for myself. It's like what we're talking about here. I used to, when I would have the negative self-talk, I would be like, would you talk to your children like that? Would you talk to your friends like that? Like, you would be supportive. You wouldn't do the negative self-talk. But what I just started doing is I make a point to do it at least once a day, just randomly. Remove myself from me and pretend I'm somebody else, and then look at myself like what I've accomplished, how I am with myself, how I am with my family, my virtues, all of those things, and how I would perceive another person. You know what I mean?
That's a good exercise. That's a really good exercise.
And I just started doing this because why the fuck not? So just as an example, dude, I have written and published 4 books.
Yeah, you have.
So this version of me is like, oh, well, when's the next one? And why don't they sell more? And blah, blah. Just remove myself. Look at this random chick standing over there that just published 4 amazing books that are of service to others. Dude, she's pretty fucking great.
And how many paintings has that chick painted?
I can't even count them. It's in the hundreds for sure. I can't even count them. Hundreds. I could probably in the tens of what I've given away and forgotten that I even painted.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that. So anyway, so what I want you to do, Miss Angela, is I want you to take a moment and I want you to really take stock. Do what you have done. You have taken mountains and been like, yeah. Pretty incredible. I'm sweating. I talked too much.
No, it's true. It's true. So when I think about, I was on the train going into see Pearl Jam on Wednesday afternoon, going to hang out with Malazewski. What's up, buddy? And the boyfriend was like, I want you to just really take this time for yourself, really know that you're worthy of all of this stuff, like everything good that's happening. You've worked really hard for this. So I'm sitting on the train, I'm looking out the window, like having a moment, like I was picturing, like in a movie, you know what I mean? Just like the reflection montage period.
Yeah, totally.
And I was like, yes, I've amicably gotten through a divorce. We're good. Like, it wasn't terrible. And that was a lot of work in and of itself to stay on the high road, not freak out, not be an ass about things, not be bitter, not be resentful, just look with the best interest of the children and everybody. It was a lot, but we're like, 98% there. We're like paperwork at this point. And it's great. My kids are thriving. I'm so in tune with what my little guy needs and what my big girl needs. And we're just all communicating and everybody's happy. And it's just that in and of itself is this huge feat. Then I've got this new relationship that's about 4 months in. So we're good now, right? Like, we should be like, we were farting in front of each other almost. But it's just like we know each other and it feels really good. And it's just like that whole evolution of going on. Then there's like work, right? The stuff that I do for fun. And it's even hard to call this work. How do we call this work? I can't. Like, doing the podcast with you, working on the second book, which is what we're going to talk about in this season. And I'll get to that in a second. So just bear with us. It's been 2 weeks. I built an online learning app with Dana. We built a whole curriculum. We have done so freaking much. And it's just like, when I hear myself talk to people, like, what do you do? And I'm like, well, where do I start? Like, we're publishers, we're authors, we're all these things. And
can you see behind me, by the way?
I love
Phenom?
Oh,
I got her in a little, yeah.
I'll put a picture of her up so people can really see what she looks like. But that's Dana's recent painting is Phenom. And then also what's behind me. So we have a lot to talk about today. Let's get into it, everybody. Thank you for the SMID. Really, I appreciate it. It's good to hear once in a while. And I like that exercise of, excuse me.
Yeah, because I used to do it with the aliens. Like, when I go walking, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to pretend like I'm an alien to this planet. I was thinking about giraffes to get... I don't want to say too much. You know what I mean? I don't want to blow my cover. But I was thinking about giraffes the other day. I said to Rob, I said, an alien lands here and sees a giraffe. Like, we're like, whoa. But think about seeing a giraffe for the first time. So I try to pretend like I've never been here before. And I'm like, ooh, look, trees, so cool. And ooh, sunshine. Ooh, it's hot. And try to do that thing. So now I've applied that sort of removing myself. I'm going to be really gross for, never mind, I'm not going to be gross. No, I'm going to be gross.
Totally gross, of course.
It's like when a guy, like I've heard guys, I don't know if you do this, put it in the comments below, but like when their arm falls asleep, like they like that and they try to like jerk.
Do guys do that?
Whatever. I've heard somebody say that, like jerk off like with a numb hand or with the other hand so it feels foreign. That's what I do with my personal affirmations. It's like jerking off with a numb hand. Oh my God. I hope my kids aren't watching this. So anyway, go on. So season 7.
This is for prosperity. Oh,
going south real fast.
Goodness. Okay. So so Dana was okay.
Dude, I'm sweating.
I know. It's hilarious. Oh my God. Okay. So Dana was referring to going back to like episodes in the 40s. And it was probably around that time that I started writing these articles on LinkedIn. And it was basically like I would take like an affirmation of some sort and just riff on it. Because I love writing. I love writing about my stuff. I think my experiences, when we as a collective of humanity share our experiences, we help one another. And I like to be of service this way. It makes me feel really good. It helps me work through my stuff. And it's totally self-serving and also for the sake of humanity and all that good stuff. So I would start to write these articles, and they're basically like the work. Like they're the work that I've done to get to where I am. And so season 7, welcome, new subscribers. Welcome to the end.
11 minutes in. Welcome to season 7. That's the wrong hand.
Wait. All right. Welcome to season 7. All right. So come in.
I'm a little embarrassed. But anyway, continue.
Okay. So anyway, yeah. With this, welcome. If you've made it this far, welcome. So season 6 was all about the chakras. We called it the season of balance. And that is, we went through every single chakra and the kind of like where the age of resonance is and the work that you can do there to feel more aligned with your true purpose, who you are, feeling more content, more happy. That's the work. And that's a great season to watch Soup to Nuts, just for yourself. I mean, it's like, if you think about the self-help stuff that's out there, this is like a guided self-help, and it's great. And Dana has a resource, Veda Finds Her Crown, that she created, one of her books. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. You can get it on Amazon or on our site, Phenom-publishing.com. But anyway, so check that season out. And then we were like, because I was going through all this stuff this summer and there was a lot in transition, it was literally like, I don't know what's happening. I'm not packing a thing till I know, I'm moving on Monday. Let me pack up half my house and move out. So we didn't want to do anything crazy and get into it. So we did a season with our peeps. It's called 6.5, season 6.5. And it was awesome. Such great conversations with incredible people. Please check it out.
A lot of laughs. A lot
of stupid games, stupidogeny, like, you know, who sang it, Eddie Vedder or Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow.
It was so fun. Or Would You Rather? Really
Two truths and a lie, really
God.
Revealing some stupid shit.
And like deep shit. Oh my God, Seamus.
Yeah.
So it was really fun. And then we took a break. And what we decided to do for season 7 is called the Season of Worthiness. And here we're going to talk about all of those articles that I wrote that Dana has painted paintings for me. We're doing a collaborative effort where we're creating a book called I Am the Captain. And I'll put a little cover of it. It's not available yet, but if you go to phenom-publishing.com and you want to know about it, or you can email editors@phenom-publishing.com, just say you want to be in the know or whatever, and we'll just keep you posted because we're going to get this puppy published in the next couple of months, I think, probably throughout the season. But what it is all of my stories, there are 16 stories, and Dana painted all these gorgeous paintings of me, which is so cool. They're all behind me. So if you're watching, you'll see them. And throughout the season, we're going to reveal them as we go. So today, we're going to talk about the first one, which is actually the last one in the book, but the first one for you guys. It's called I Am the Captain of My Ship. And that is the title of this episode. And we want to get into talking about what that means and what that meant to me at the time when I wrote the article, and just see whatever comes up from it. I don't know.
I do have to say that as you were talking about the pictures, I zoned right into the one just above your head of me and you together. And it's funny. So look at the picture and now look at us. Like it's pretty accurate.
It's pretty damn accurate. You're a good artist. You have to practice.
But I am the captain of my ship. You mentioned that was the last article in the book, but we're opening with it, because it is the title of the book, I Am the Captain, but also in my humble opinion, when we understand that we are the captain, that we are the drivers, that we dictate the direction our lives go in and the experiences that we have, first and foremost, when we understand that, then the game completely changes. And in 10 recommendments for personal empowerment, recommendment number 1 is I shall not claim victimhood.
Yes.
And when you realize that it is all, I'm going to stop a minute. I can hear myself going on a tear, but it is all just information. It's all just experiential. It's all just stuff. And we attach through our perspective, through our lens, how we perceive it. So we have a choice. Do I perceive it as a victim or do I perceive it as a captain?
Yeah.
And I watched you in this last year shift from victim to captain. Fucking awesome.
Yeah. And it really is. It is a choice. It is not something, this is the whole point, right? The whole point is you choose how you perceive your situations.
Yep.
That was my thing. So I just want to read the beginning of it and then we'll pay off at the end. But the idea really is, I'm sorry, it's over here, so I'm going to be rude and look away from y'all for a second. Do you ever feel like your life is happening to you? Almost as if you're dodging challenges left and right and then scrambling to make sense of the aftermath? This is how I lived my life for a very long time. Yada, yada, yada. I would basically, I lost my job. Oh, I got fired. Oh, I got pregnant. Oh, I got this. Oh, I didn't get pregnant. Oh, I lost my baby. Life was happening to me. And I was reacting instead of looking at every single experience that's happening to me and realizing that it was happening for me. That was the shift for me. That was the shift. So in the article, I speak about the game Minecraft. And if anybody knows the game Minecraft, I have a 6-year-old that our whole world is Minecraft. And I play with him and it's super fun. And there are 2 main modes that you can play the game. You can play in survival or you can play in creative. In survival, there's different levels of survival, but you have to find your resources, survive the night, build, and you keep expanding, exploring, mining for for things that you need, coal and wood and shit like that. And you can do a peaceful survival, which is you can't get killed, or you could do hard survival where it's the mobs kill you, but you respawn. So there's no real,
Yeah.
In peaceful survival, if you happen to drown, because it's still possible to drown or starve, then you just lose all your shit and you have to go back and get it. But in hard survival, they're attacking you left and right. And you're constantly deflecting and you're constantly oh my God, just build a shelter. Let me just stay safe. What do I need? I need food. I get it. And it's that feeling. That was my life for a very, very, very long time. That feeling of, I just need to frickin' survive. And what do I have in my immediate grasp that I could feel safe, build my shelter, keep my food, and then whatever. So then Christian and I are playing this game and I'm I love peaceful survival. It's fun because you still got to dig. It's treasure hunting. You get the opportunity to build with what you got. But then creative mode, you just go into creative mode and all the resources are there. You can just build whatever the heck you want, go into your inventory, unlimited everything. And that's what life is like now. And to achieve that, to understand that I have everything I need. I don't know. I mean, it's it's just awesome. It's just awesome. And that is being the captain of my ship. That is for everybody. Everybody has access to everything. Oh, but I don't have enough money. I want to go on vacation. Okay. But if that's what you really want, did you believe you don't have enough money?
You know, when you're talking about the survival mode and the peaceful survival and up through creativity, all I could do in my head is see it when we did a whole episode on the chakra system.
Mm-hmm.
And our lower three chakras, even though our second chakra is about creativity, but our lower three chakras are root, sacral, solar plexus, are all about our foundation. But the root specifically is about safety and security.
Mm-hmm.
And when we live in fear, when we worry, right? Worry is solar plexus. When we worry, when we live in fear, when we live in lack, when we feel like we don't have what we need, what happens is we get stuck here. And anybody who's watching that's like, yeah, I do fear this and I do worry about this, then it's an opportunity to go back to season 6. I'm just kidding. It's an opportunity to go back and look at those formative years, specifically 0 to 7, but 0 to 14, but look back and ask yourself what your beliefs are about yourself. Mm-hmm. Do I believe that if something is good in my life, the other shoe is going to fall? Oh my God, that was me for many, many years.
Yes.
That definitely, my husband's he's still waiting for me. We've been married 10 years. He's still waiting for me to fuck it up. But like there's this,
oh, Rob.
But there's this mentality that it's too good to be true. Well, what do you believe about yourself that it can't be that good? What do you believe? And that really stems from those formative years. But that is your survival mode. You're living in fear. You're living in survival. Now, if we go global, if we look in the collective, our society, our consciousness, we'll stick with society, is designed to be in fear. When you look at everything from advertising to sports, to politics, to Hollywood, everything is designed to instill fear in us about our health, about our well-being, about the way we look, about World War III, about whatever, virus du jour, right? So what it's doing is it's playing on our already faulty foundation and our imbalanced beliefs about ourselves that keep us in fear. So we align with that. If each one of us individually recognizes that we are fearful and we do live in worry and we are imbalanced and we feel victimized and we don't feel like we're driving this, and we take the time and do the work like Angela did, like I've done, and go back and look at those beliefs and look at those imbalances, then all this chaos and all this shitstorm that's going on in the world no longer aligns with us. So it exists, but it doesn't exist in our existence. And the more of us that do it, it then ceases to exist. Yeah. Does that make sense? Wow, that got real.
I know, that was good. You know what? It's true. And I think it's okay to start, you and I talk about like the language of the woo and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we're as woo as you get, but also like, telling fart jokes and whacking off jokes.
Fellas, try it and get back to us.
Yeah, let us know. You can comment anonymously. Really you can. But the alignment thing. So this is something that I've become so sensitive to. It is what I align with, right? Where my energy is. And you talk also about like reading the room and reading the energy and what that means and all that stuff. So to remain in this space of contentment and happiness and knowing that I have everything that I need, it takes work. It takes constant checking in with myself, constant, what are the outside circumstances? What is the information being presented to me, right? And now I have markers because my baseline is this. My baseline is this space of a high vibration, of just this positive energy where I exude positive energy, exude love, which is what positive energy is. It's truly just love, like radiating out from you. Love for everything, love for the people, the plants, the life, the everything. Just love and respect for the hard stuff.
Hard hole, wide open.
Exactly. So when I don't feel that, when I start to because those belief systems, they're still there in a version of me that's in a lower density. And I know that sounds really weird, but we live in we can easily step into different versions of ourselves. I could do the work. It's like think about dieting. You're dieting and you're choosing to eat healthy, and that becomes your lifestyles, that you're eating like all this healthy food. You feel really good. You have a cookie. You feel like shit. You're like, oh, it's because I had the cookie, right? You're so aware of it that my body is so clean from whatever that like I could feel medicine in me, like I could feel Tylenol in me because I don't take anything, and so it's like that when I bonk down in a lower vibration from myself, from my baseline, I my beliefs kick in. And the other day, my birthday was last week or 2 weeks ago. I don't
Last
even know
week.
at this point. Was it last week? Jesus,
I don't
turned
even
50
know.
last week. Yeah, I think it was.
Yep.
I don't even know. Anyway, that happened too. But I got a package from my mother, and it was she's estranged, like we're estranged from each other, and she sent me a birthday gift, and it was lovely. But I will deal with it when I'm ready, kind of put it to the side. But then I started getting that feeling of, when's the other shoe going to drop? Look at my beautiful place. Look at my beautiful kids. I'm driving. I'm picturing accent. I'm like, oh my God, I just knocked myself down because of that situation where I still need to do some work. So I'm
Yeah.
going to put it here. I'm aware that I need to do the work there because I don't want to feel those things anymore. I have created a life where I don't worry about shit. And now I'm worried about shit. Nothing changed except for this box coming into my awareness. Nothing
Yeah.
changed. And to have that, so because I am the captain of my ship, just to keep it all on point here, I can choose to put that aside and deal with it when I have the strength, fortitude, time, energy, space I want to give it. And I want to give it. I'm not putting it away. I'm not shoveling it under the rug. I'm not hiding it. I'm not being like, no, that didn't happen. I am aware. I am choosing to put it on the shelf, and I will address it when I choose. And when I do, I'll be able to reconcile, why did this bring this up in me? What happened? What is the thing?
What's left?
I need to like close a loop there somewhere. Yeah. So I get
Yeah.
another opportunity to evolve my soul, another opportunity to put something to bed so that I don't ever have to get that, oh my God, I'm going to get into a car accident and everything's going to get ruined.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel
Yeah.
that way.
Because that idea of victimization, right? Victimization isn't just like, all this stuff happened. It's if you look at yourself at all like the loser in a situation or something is happening to you, that's the victimization I talk about. And you easily, and it seeped in when you received that box, it became your mother's box. It became because you went back to that energy of victimization.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you immediately put the leash on yourself, and you know what I mean? And you were like, okay, this was a previous version of myself. I'm tapping into that. And this is what I'm going to do to step out. And I just want to address anybody who is watching and it feels like you're a little bit early on in the journey of becoming more empowered, becoming the captain. And it's like, oh my God, but I don't even know how, like, I don't even know the first thing. Right. And I just want to give like a simple 2-step. And I talk about this in my show, Decoding the Woo Woo, but I think this is really, really, really relevant. When we want, people throw the term manifestation around, to manifest. Manifest just means you have an intention, something you want, and then what do I got to do to get it, right? Mm-hmm. But there's 2 things that I think are really, really, really super helpful in that. And raising your way of being, your vibration to align with that, right? Mm-hmm. So if I don't know, like if I want, to live in a peaceful environment on the beach, and that feels really, really good and really, really upbeat and uplifting and peaceful, I have to get there so that will become available to me. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So the 2 things that you want to do is, first thing is do more things that feel good. Do more things that you love, right? Play with the puppies, be present with your children, frolic in nature, go see a concert with a friend, do things that make you feel good. And that will raise the vibration to that place so you could align with this thing that you want, relationship, whatever it is. The second thing, and this is the thing that people overlook, and this is what Angela's talking about, and this is what we always focus on, is address the things that you don't.
Mm-hmm.
So you could play with all the puppies you want and you could go to all the concerts you want. But if your mother's box shows up, I make myself laugh. If your mother's box shows up and you get all caught up in that and spiral to that place that you used to be, you're not addressing it. You're becoming entrenched and immersed in that, and your vibrations are lowering. But when you address the feelings that you're experiencing and putting to rest some of the old beliefs you have based on that trauma, you've now addressed it. You can put that to rest. And that combined with going to see Pearl Jam and playing with puppies, your vibration raises, and then you align with the life that you desire. And it's not an A to B.
Yeah.
It's an A to Z in each steps. And every once in a while you trip and I'm back at N.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm at R. Oh, I'm back at L. And that's okay because it's a sliding scale for you to align with what you want. If I hope that makes sense. I tried to make it as
you did. I was now, which one is I shall not be entrenched in my emotions? That's number 2.
That is Rec 2.
Rec 2.
That is Recommendment 2.
So we keep referring to, for our new subscribers, what up, peeps? We
Yay,
keep referring
to
Dana's second book, because Veda was first, right? Her second book is 10 Recommendments for Personal Empowerment. Again, just go to phenom-publishing.com. All our shit's there.
They're all there.
They're all there. Audiobook, you can get the paperback on Amazon or whatever. But these recommendments that Dana has, there's 10 of them, and they're all about the victimization, like the states of being that we don't want to be in. Nobody wants to be the victim. Nobody wants to feel sorry for themselves. It's just you're comfortable there because that's what you've always known. And so it's hard to imagine what life is like without having those feelings. You know,
those attachments, those judgments.
How do you know if you don't know? And you were talking about this, this love at first sight when you were like, how do I know? Oh, you'll know when you know. And you're like, well, I've never had it, so how will I know? Right?
Yeah.
And it's true. Like Dana used to make all these mouth sounds. And I'd be
still do.
You still do, but now I understand them. And I couldn't understand them until I was ready and open to receive them. Meaning, like, it's like some of the stuff that we're saying in this may sound like, oh, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And we might be drawing you in because there's something your soul is like, no, this is going to help you.
Yeah.
So it's really just worth it. So 10 recommendments, if you are at the beginning of your work, of your awareness, of your awakening, whatever you want to call it. Just if you're uncomfortable in life, you know something's better on the other side. You're unfulfilled. You feel, you've got some bad relationships and like uncomfortable, and you just feel sad, depressed, whatever. No self-medication is going to help. Doesn't matter what it is, eating, drinking, whatever. Nothing's going to make you feel good. It's your inner work that has to happen. So get 10 Recommendments for Personal Empowerment. Watch that whole season because we did a whole season on that too. And then we got Decoding the Woo. We got all kinds of shit for you guys. So everybody, the whole world's going to be empowered and happy when we're done with you.
Yay!
But yeah, no, it's really, really, really important. So I just want to go back to the book.
While you're looking for that, and I keep talking about I'm sweating, I totally forgot. I am smack dab in the middle of menopause. I haven't talked to you for the last 3 weeks.
Oh, you got
hot flashing like a Mickey Ficky. Oh my God. But you know what's cool about it though? Like, I know that women, like, they freak out. I kind of like it because I get all hot. And then I can feel the cool air on my arms. So I try to like lean in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's really weird. I mean, it's not good for my, my pits. Oh my God. I'm so embarrassed. But it's definitely like a cool thing. So for any of you ladies out there that are going through this, rather than panic or take the pills to stifle it, just lean in and feel what it feels like on your skin. Like I'm like damp, but it's cool, but I'm hot from the inside out. It's really cool.
Fire.
Oh my God, I'm going to make menopause cool.
I mean, why not? Why not? Why does it have to be so
I got
tragic?
A mustache.
You're glistening. You got to glisten. It's cool.
Yeah. I got to go. I've got to go.
Are you schwitzing? I'm schwitzing.
From here to high heaven. All right, go ahead.
Tell me, give you a topic.
Oh my God. Discuss. You got it. That's awesome.
Back to our STT days.
Oh my God. Commando. All right.
Okay. Focus. Okay. So I just want to read the end of this little paragraph here, the end of this, because this is like the last thing on the book. So life has been challenging, but having overcome each challenge, I've come to finally understand that I've always been the captain of my ship. I simply choose to stay in the familiar waters of the harbor with a crew that anchored me there because it felt safe. But knowing now that I will always have whatever I need, I am free to adventure to uncharted waters and experience a more expansive world. And I know with all of my heart that no matter what storms I sail through, I will always be okay. And I will always have unlimited resources to support me. No more pre-planning, no more what if scenarios, no more wasting energy on an unknown future. Now is the time to enjoy creative mode with my children and chosen family and allow our
Oh,
imaginations to run wild in the possibilities of the here and now.
oh, that's beautiful.
Mm.
What's even more beautiful is you wrote that about 6, 8 months ago, and it when you wrote it, you felt it, but it's different now, and in a year from now, it's going to hit you even differently, and so on and so forth, because it's not even a climb anymore because it's not the work involved, but your evolution as it goes like this, it just gets easier, and creative mode gets easier and easier and easier. So when you revisit this, when we publish this, it's going to look different to you again.
I'm so
Oh, I'm so
excited.
proud of you.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. So for everybody here, I just have a couple things I want to say. I
Hmm.
was going on the train into the city to meet up with one of our friends, Chris Malazewski. We were going to Pearl Jam. I had no idea where our seats would be. He was being all sneaky and weird about it. And I knew that he would let me down, of course, right? Because he's such a good guy. He's a good person. And just realizing that I am worthy to have people like him in my life. I am worthy to have incredible experiences. I am worthy of everything good that has happened to me. And it's just a matter of my job is to keep in this state of being as much as I can. And when I falter, it's to look at the opportunities I have to grow even more and expand even more. That's our job as humans, right? They say when Neil deGrasse Tyson talks about that the universe is ever expanding, right? Well, how does the universe expand? Let's talk from a physics perspective real quick, and then I'll wrap this up. Because if I understand this, everybody looks I suck at science and shit. But energy, right? Someone said energy can never be created nor destroyed. It just can transmute and transform into different things. So if we are energy, and our energy is very, very dense, right? And it's very, very dense because we're sad, we're entrenched, we're victims, we're whatever. Just think from a personal level. Our energy is dense. When we uplift ourselves and untangle that web and expand our energy, that's how the universe is expanding because it's our job. And then we can make it dense again, but our job is to expand the universe and experience everything that brings us joy. So go out there and do your job, people.
Do your job. Do the things that you love and address the things that you don't.
It's all it is. It's all it
It's
is.
all
And
it
you could be
is.
the
It's all
captain
it
of your
is.
ship and have a great fucking life.
Yep, yep, yep. And next episode, Angela was saying she's worthy of all of these things. We're going to talk about the next article, I Am Worthy. So that was a really good segue into the next episode.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so I just want to do a quick shout out to Julie and Coop, who were sitting next to us in the front row next to the freaking stage. Pearl Jam MSG night 2. Thank you, Chris Malazewski, for an amazing experience. Julie, what up? If you're watching, you are a sweetheart, and I'm sorry for stepping on your feet and knocking into you and all that stuff. And if I hear lightning bolt this weekend, I'll be thinking of you too. That was a song that I was trying to request, but whatever. But it was just an awesome experience, and just the thing about going to a Pearl Jam concert is the collective energy of everybody loving the music. Everybody, Pearl Jam's music is the soundtrack to countless lives. I can't even tell you. Hail Hail came on and Chris lost his shit because it's his favorite song. It's just everything. It's the name of his company, Hail Hail Auctions. It's everything. And hailhailauctions.com, by the way. And it's just when you have these moments and everybody's singing, it's just it's addictive. It's addictive to feel that way all the time. So I can tap into that and look at my little videos from my phone. I can think about the experience and feel that good every time I need a little pick me up. And it's just awesome. So for all the Pearl Jam fans out there, have a great rest of the tour. I'm going to Philly this weekend. That is it. Okay. So just to wrap up everything, again, go to phenom-publishing.com. We're doing a pre-sale for A Woman's Journey, which is Dana's gorgeous book of all of her artwork, all of her ladies. And it is just absolutely stunning. We had a little printing snafu, so we're working on that right now, but you can go to Phenom and, you can figure out how to pre-buy the book. And then as soon as they're ready and perfect, Dana's going to sign a limited edition version of them and send them out. So it's absolutely stunning. All of the other books that Dana has, I have a book. I wrote a book. It's on there. It's called Uniquely You, update number 52. My whole thing is Dana's like the personal empowerment, the personal brand, the personal who you are, and I'm all about the brand. So Dana takes care of your core, I take care of your credo, and I'm always available if you have any questions as far as like that kind of shit goes. I call myself the brand Jedi because I think I'm clever. I'm so clever. So yeah.
And I'm the Grand Poobah of intuitive guidance.
Yes, you are the Grand Poobah and the Jedi over here. So you guys, you got soup to nuts with us. Literally. Okay. That was my left hand. It did feel a little different.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough of that.
It's like a stranger's in the house.
Pizza delivery.
Okay, guys, thanks for coming.
We're ridiculous. Stay fresh, cheese bags.
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
Peace out.